Hello again, welcome to the Malbeefance channel. This is turn 28 in our series replay for Strategic Command World War I. As always, I am playing the Central Powers against the computer-controlled Entente. In the last episode, we have seen what I will call the beginning of the end for the Russian Empire as political upheavals have been triggered by the drop in morale. National morale was down to 26%. I believe it dipped below 25, which is what caused all of the political upheaval. Finland declaring its independence, the Tsar being forced to abdicate. Kerensky came into power. Kerensky's coming into power boosted their morale back up to 30, and now we're back down to 29%. We took Smolensk last turn, and we also took Riga, so we'll see what effect that has on the upcoming turn morale-wise. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and advance the turn and see what we get. The loss of Norwegian imports lowers German morale. So that happened last turn. That was a diplomatic victory for the British. The loss of Riga reduces Russian morale. There's a tongue twister for you. The loss of Smolensk reduces Russian national morale. Revolution in Russia and setting up a provisional government there opens up new opportunities to weaken our opponent in the east. There is a Russian revolutionary in Switzerland by the name of Lenin who could prove useful. Do we want to spend the money to send him to Russia in order to provoke further disorder? We know what happened historically when the Germans did that. So, my computer Russians I don't hate them that much, so I am not going to do that to them. Bolshevik forces grow and strengthen Finland. And workers in Moscow strike for better conditions. There is the close blockade alert. Lord Kitchener dies when the HMS Hampshire is sunk. He was the architect behind the British new army for World War I. Germany develops trench warfare level 4. Austria-Hungary develops advanced subs. Austrian scientists progress in artillery weapons up to 79%. May see a breakthrough here in the next turn or two. And Austrian scientists make a progress in amphibious warfare. I need that for my plan against Italy. Ottoman Empire develops naval warfare level 1. And Ottoman Empire develops production technology level 1. There is our ledger for the upcoming turn. And the computer is calculating supplies for the Entente. Now you'll see I was going to say you saw that German cavalry unit and how close it was to Moscow. As many times as I have played this game, I have never actually taken Moscow. I've never needed to. The Russians have either surrendered before I was able to take the city, or I was thrown back. Alright, so British are reinforcing Cyprus. Not going to do them any good. I am going to take the island. Alright, so computer is moving the fleet around, or at least that's what it says down here. Oh, who was that? Alright, the air battle over the Western Front. Didn't see a lot of casualties there. The continuing battle for that piece of the Ardennes. I have a feeling the French are at artillery level 2. That's when you start seeing a lot of damage actually occurring to the infantry units where they're losing strength points due to the artillery bombardment. Yeah, I can't stop them from taking the hex. Only thing I can do is keep throwing infantry corps in there and hold them up as long as possible until I'm able to get more troops in from the Eastern Front. So I knew I was going to lose the regulars, and there they go. So that's one guerrilla force down, but I did get Benghazi, and now the trick is going to be holding on to it. So hopefully I can get this British light cruiser and sink it. The computer knows I'm going to counterattack and take that hex, so they threw in a sacrifice unit. All right, another Entente submarine off of the Dalmatian coast. Italian light cruiser. Not a lot I can do about it at the moment. So the Russians pulled back on the Caucasus front. I'm not sure if that's a portent to anything or not. So more foreign diplomatic success in Norway, up another 5%. So that put them at 24%. They're probably sending supplies to the UK now. All right. So there are the convoy interdiction alerts. Germany's first ace pilot, Max Immelmann, is shot down over the Western Front. Unfortunate. Erich Maria Remarque is conscripted into the German army. As many times as I've seen this alert, I've not gone and looked him up. So I do not know what his contribution is yet. Okay, so that is it for the Entente side, calculating supply for the Central Powers. Yep, Second Corps was destroyed, and the regular rebel troops. Now, I'm not going to be able to get that second unit back. And there's our activity summary. All right, so the reconstituted Third Corps. And then the Dreadnought Bayern joins the fleet. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the High Seas Fleet. We have a number of submarines that have finished refitting. So we'll get them out there. Get them ready to surge. All right. Do some repairs on the Rune. Repair U-73, U-14, and upgrade U-32. Finish repairing U-21. Upgrade U-34. Alright, so we have an empty port, a couple of empty ports. Go ahead and pull those guys into them. So now, Brune's going to need to stay in port. These two are going to be able to leave. So those two can stay there. U-32 is going to have to stay there another turn. So I can bring... He can pull in there next turn. And he can pull in there next turn. Alright. Reinforce the seaplane carrier first. And that'll do it for the high seas fleet. Now, I could surge. I'd like to wait until I got more submarines out there, but things are getting kind of dicey for the two submarines that I do have out there. So let's start getting them headed in that direction. Alright, let's see if we can interdict both supply lines. Oh, what is their supply at? So he's at 8 and he's down to 7. So they're still actually pretty good on supplies. So once I get these guys out there, I'll go ahead and bring them back to refit. Alright, Western Front. Got to take that hex back. So 4 and 4. His entrenchment is 2. So we're going to drop some bombs on him anyway, scout the location out. Yes, we were able to do some damage. They were able to do some damage. You'll notice that alert letting me know that this unit is undersupplied. So I need another HQ out here. Alright, cause some damage. Send in the Zeppelins. Oops. Oh, that did a lot of damage to the Zeppelins. Not sure how much damage I did to French industry there. I was kind of hoping they were out of interceptors in the south. No. Alright. So now that we got that out of the way, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. Oh, can he one-shot him? Nope. That's okay. Alright, let me do this just to be on the safe side. I mean, I know the graphic for the trench works is there, but I just felt that the unit that I had in there last turn, they got wiped out pretty easily. So I want to go ahead and I'm going to hit the entrench button again just to be on the safe side. Alright, so that's pretty much all I'm going to be able to do for the Western Front. Reconstitute 2nd Corps. Head on down to the Italian front, see what we can do here. go ahead and do some damage to that Italian corps. I don't think I'm going to be able to take him out. Ouch. Alright, this is not a good idea, but I'm going to try it anyway. So yeah, I may have put Trento into serious jeopardy doing that move. I may have also unhinged the upcoming offensive by doing so much damage to that unit. We'll see. Alright, back on the Adriatic coast. See if we can get Tirana. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, they're both 1 to 4, so let's go with the Marines first. Yes. Fantastic. Alright, so that is going to take Albania out of the war. See what else we can do around here. I've got to move him up. But the question is, which direction do I want to go? Let's do this. So I'll try and push down this way to Pristina. And with him back here, that means I can upgrade him next turn. I gotta get another regiment down here. I'm going to need them for, one of them's got to go in Belgrade, and the other one is going to need, I'm going to need them here in Pristina in order to prevent these rebel units from activating. Okay, repair the Austrian destroyer. Have the Turkish destroyer put the mines out. And let's see if we can finish off. Nope. I should have known he was going to retreat back in there. Alright, let's see if we can get him anyway. No, that was a bad idea. Alright, so much for getting the Dreadnought. I guess I'm just going to have to wait another turn. Now, can we finish off Cyprus? Yes. Sorta. We're able to wipe out the defending unit, but nobody has any movement points left in order to take Nicosia. Well, at least it was a successful operation. Alright, so the Suez front. Go ahead and get my infantry corps back up there. The strongest units holding the line there. Now, so the Russians have kind of just handed me a gift. I mean, I know I can advance, but I would rather upgrade these units first. It'll cost him 4 to get in there. Swap them out so I can upgrade him. And I still cannot upgrade him. Yeah, because his supplies are only at 4. Alright. He's within his range, so I don't know why that's happening. Alright. Well, we'll move him back. I'll have him take his place, move him back further, and maybe then I'll be able to upgrade him. Ah, excuse me. My voice is getting weaker. Alright, so on to the main part of the show, the Eastern Front. So now, the effects of the loss of Smolensk and Riga have hit Russian national morale and brought them down to 23. I got to get them down to 0. So they've moved in a unit to Kishinev. And I have a feeling that is more for the defense of Odessa than it is to protect supplies going to Romania. I mean, to be honest, with the dire straits that the Russian army is in, I'd be surprised if they are still sending supplies to Romania. Alright, so Austrian 14th Corps is down to 3 supply. So I'm going to let them sit there for the moment and let the supply catch up with them. In the meantime, go ahead and try and isolate Odessa a little bit more. Alright. So now, do we go after the headquarters again, keep pushing on the headquarters, or do we go after the artillery? Either way, I was going to take defensive artillery fire. Yes! Yes! Ah, excellent. That's a huge morale loss, losing the headquarters. It's a huge morale loss losing the artillery too, but losing the headquarters unit has additional negative effects. Alright. Let's go ahead and start working to cut this guy off. Now, can he entrench? Yes, he can. And he cannot entrench. And he is able to complete the encirclement. Kinda, sorta. Move the cavalry in, move the headquarters up. Alright. So the Austrian army is really making gains now. These two armies, I've got one of them pointed at Kiev, and the other one pointed at Odessa. Now, Babrushk, I believe that is pronounced. Right, unfortunately, I can't leave the cavalry here. That's a little too exposed. Let's go ahead and scout, Polat scout. And let's see if we can take him this turn. And move him back so he can get in there. Awesome. Alright. So obviously every battlefield loss, every unit lost on in combat also affects morale. Alright, as much as I would like to push him on to Moscow, I really do need to upgrade these units now. Most of them are almost down to half strength. Alright, complete his encirclement. Okay. So just having a look to see if there were any other units that I wanted to move up around here to see if I wanted to like shift him from here to here, but that shouldn't be necessary. He can stay entrenched there. I don't think these guys are going anywhere. Alright, so now start pushing for St. Petersburg. He's all the way down to half strength, so I'll try and reinforce him. Can he? No, he doesn't. He can't entrench. Oh, hang on a second. Before I move the garrisons, okay, so I need one in Polotsk. I need one here in Vitebsk. And obviously I'm going to need somebody in Smolensk. So where do I have? He's got to stay here in Minsk. So I've got him. So, okay, so that's going to be the shift. He's going to have to come all the way down here to Smolensk. He's coming down here. So let's go ahead and move him in that direction. And then I'll need two more. Is that correct? So 1, 2, 3, total of 4. So that's him there. Okay. So then one of these guys, if I get to Lukey, and then leave him behind in Riga to cover the rear. Alright. Can he entrench? Nope. Alright, and I think that's going to do it for everybody on the Eastern Front. Oh, except for... Oh, he flew a mission. That's why he's only got one movement point left. Alright. I'll have to relocate him next turn. So the Germans are down to 75 production points left over. Probably not going to be able to do much with that. Yeah, purchase an airship or a detachment. Not better served going into R&D somewhere. So let's improve aerial warfare, speed that up, because we're outnumbered over here in the air on the Western Front. So we need to see if we can achieve some qualitative superiority. Alright, so I purchased the new headquarters for the Austrians last turn. So let's go ahead and see about them. Alright, they're working on the last level of trench warfare available to them. I've already got 2 in aerial warfare. They're working on level 3 infantry warfare. Let's also... Insufficient. Oh, I've only got 50 left. Okay. Oh, that's Germany. Oops. Alright, so yeah, so command and control, infantry warfare. And that leaves 35, so there's another more I can pump in there. Can we build something? Build more Marines. Did I purchase the bombers? Yes, I did. Okay, so they're already in the tank. So Marines, no. Let's get a third submarine out there. Alright. Now, did I move? No, I did not. I haven't moved these guys yet. Alright, now get the heck out of there. He is way low on supplies. Alright. So now, that just leaves the Ottoman Empire. And they're about to have an infantry warfare breakthrough. That's good. Trench warfare, working on that. Infantry weapons. Alright, so let's do this. Production technology and artillery weapons. Get those going. Alright. So I think that's going to about do it for my voice here. Alright, we've got the Russians back down to 21%. UK is at 51. So just to have a look at it, France is at 83 and Italy is at 83. So they're a long way off. They still got plenty of fight left in them. Serbia's at 66. And just for comparison, so the Ottomans are at 97, Austria-Hungary at 102, and Germany at 121. Alright. Alright, that is going... Well, hang on. Let me zoom out one more time. Because I'd forgotten the submarines down here. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything else. So now that we've got Tirana, I can go ahead and move him up. Alright, there we go. Alright, well, thank you very much. If you made it this far, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And we will see you in the next one.